Hello everyone! So I figured that for our first Attack on Titan video, I should keep things light and start with something that isn't really too heavy or involved. In the first 3 seconds, I just need to comment on how well the CGI is blended with 2D characters and backdrops. The amount of extremely wide shots in this arc are utterly ridiculous, and every one could be a screensaver. The thing that makes this series great is it really isn't about the fact that they operate human mechs, but also the fact that the plans that they have to use them are so incredible and well thought out. So thanks to a good man on Reddit named Super SF2 Turbo, I now know that this joke is really about Connie asking if it's Aaron's house, and because of the phonetics, it sounds like he says Aaron's Jaeger. The translation is a poor attempt to make an English pun that doesn't really work, so I'm just gonna blame them. But this reaction from John is totally appropriate. I know that at this moment it might be frustrating to see Armin go through this, but if it were me, I'd have no plan, like at all, so I don't really blame him. Armin. I love Armin's arc. He has so little confidence in himself, yet he always finds the courage to make huge decisions that generally end up in a win. He needs his friends, like Jean, to let him know that they're counting on him to be able to get things done. Definitely creepy. The fact that this series makes me tense by having characters not move is a testament to how incredibly stressful these situations are. Despite how blasé Levi is on the outside at all times, his first thought is going to take care of those he cares about. But we don't get 2 seconds to think about who we love because this is Attack on Titan. Side note, using CGI for the rocks here is such an interesting choice. They look like they hurt. I can't with this scene. I wanted to throw up when I first saw it. That ringing sound in the background, coupled with the blood mixed with dust shooting up and the screams echoing through the village, it's horrific. And then they give you the pleasure of seeing the bodies too. Thanks. The fact that this became the title of the episode makes it even worse. This is just a whole game for him. It's just a massacre. Also, the setup for the baseball thing is way back here. Well, I'll start watching the show over again. At this point, the battle has just once again turned into a slaughter. The overload of the color red really helps to undercut how brutally fucked up this is. I don't blame Flock at all. I doubt I would be doing better in an unwinnable situation like this. Erwin. Brutally honest. You'd need to be. Bad news is plentiful in this world, and someone's gotta deliver it. 小型の巨人を操作していたのだろう。そこで小型の巨人を相手にしていたディルク、マレーネ、クラーさんは先ほどの投石で全滅したようだ。Knocking out their best soldiers and chance at retaliation. God, these plans! 補佐兵士の君たちとリヴァイ兵士長、そして私だ。The fact that this conversation is happening while blood mist is floating around is just, oh, wow. 蒸気の熱風で立体軌道は
は無力化されるですよね。
分かってるっての。だから今は何でも試すしかねえ。
See, Jean knows he isn't cut out for plans like Armin is. He's a good commander, but he charges head on. He knows it won't work. They just need to do anything.
見下ろしてんじゃねえよ。てめえはただでけえだけだろうが。
Yikes. Eren doesn't even go up to his knee. The proportions of these titans are crazy. Yup. Props to the show for being logical here. Eren can do nothing like that.
だからってこのままおとなしく皆殺しにされてたまるか。攻撃を仕掛けるぞ。
I admire Jean so much for his willingness to attack here, even though they're 99% sure it won't work.
このバカ。
偏在大魔王。
I'll give Sasha kudos for that really interesting insult.
だが内臓を食らえば。
No chance. By the way, have you ever noticed how pretty the clouds of steam are when they're being released? I love staring at them every time they're drawn. Creative way to make this situation even worse. I love the way the show always does these quick cuts through everyone's reactions. It's so... I don't know if this is the right word, but harsh? It really undercuts the moment and how brutally shocking it all is. The mid-roll card in this episode actually gives you useful information. Ugh, I despise how pretty the animation for this rock collision is. They even added the detail of a little blood shooting up still, from this far away. The blood mist! It makes me so uncomfortable!
あそこで伸びてるエレンを起こしてこい。そのエレンにお前と何人かを乗せて逃げろ。少しでも生存者を残す。
Erwin's eyes here are important. He's not cutting his losses here. He decided that before he left.
おい、馬が逃げたぞ。お前らの担当だろ。うるせえ。もう意味ねえだろ。なんだと。
I seriously applaud Marlowe here. So new to this world of scouts, but still so willing to keep doing his duty.
理屈じゃ分かっていたさ。人類がただ壁の中にいるだけじゃ、いつか突然やってくる巨人に食い滅ぼされる。誰かが危険を冒してでも行動しなきゃいけない。そう聞かれた時、それは俺だって。
Flock is a realistic person. It's much, much, much easier to talk and pledge to something than to actually go out and do it.
まだ望みはある。すでに状況はそういう段階にあると思わないか。大敗北だ。正直言って、俺はもう誰も生きて帰れないとすら思っている。
The music here and the fact that Levi, of all people, is thinking that none of them will survive is devastating.
ああ、反撃の手立てが何もなければな。
Erwin's response gives you some hope, but then...
この作戦がうまくいけば、お前は獣を仕留めることができるかもしれない。ここにいる新兵と私の命を捧げればな。全滅する可能性の方がずっと高い。それならば玉砕覚悟で勝機にかける戦法もやむなしなのだ。
Erwin has always been a gambler.
そして私は真っ先に死ぬ。地下室に何があるのか知ることもなくな。俺はこのまま地下室に行きたい。俺が今までやってこれたのもいつかこんな日が来ると思ってたからだ。何度も死んだ方がマシだと思った。それでも父との夢が頭にちらつくんだ。そして今手を伸ばせば届くところに答えがある。
This is the most emotion we have gotten out of Erwin, and it breaks my heart to see him realize he can't get his answers. That was his whole driving goal.
リヴァイ、見えるか、俺たちの仲間が。仲間たちは俺らを見ている。 捧げた心臓がどうなったか知りたいんだ。
The comrades standing around him are so hauntingly beautiful. He has to make their sacrifice worth something. And the fact that there's so many familiar faces makes it even harder to look at them. We've experienced those deaths. We can feel them.
俺は選ぶぞ。夢を諦めて死んでくれ。新兵たちを地獄に導け。
And then Levi is able to take some of the burden of that choice by making the ultimate decision. Erwin smiles. The world smiles.
我々は目標の投石のタイミングを見て一斉に深淵弾を放ち投石の命中率を少しでも下げる。
The reducing the accuracy is purely for the recruits' comfort. He is throwing them across a wide area. They'll be hit no matter what.
俺だけ立体軌道で獣に接近しろと。獣の周りは更地だぞ。利用できるような木も家もねえ。
いいや。ちょうどいい高さの立体物が並んで突っ立ってた。
It's so beautiful that this once huge threat, a wall of titans, now becomes our side's biggest advantage.
俺たちは今から死ぬんですか？
そうだ。
Erwin is such a great commander. He never denies things like this. But he uses it to fuel them.
全くもって無意味だ。どんなに夢や希望を持っていても幸福な人生を送ることができたとしても岩で体を砕かれても同じだ。
Erwin is putting all of his faith in Levi to complete his dream.
ならば人生には意味がないのか。そもそも生まれてきたことに意味はなかったのか。死んだ仲間もそうなのか。あの兵士たちも無意味だったのか。いや違う。あの兵士たちに意味を与えるのは我々だ。あの勇敢な死者を哀れな死者を思うことができるのは聖者である我々だ。
Erwin makes me feel meaningful.
兵士を怒れ。兵士を叫べ。兵士を叩け。
It's fucking chill, man. Thanks for watching. I want to let everyone know that I am an anime-only watcher of the show. I am completely caught up, but if I missed anything that was in the manga or foreshadowing, I apologize. Anyway, comment on what show you'd like to see next. I can't promise you the video will come soon, but it will come. That sounds a little weird, but I'm just gonna end the video. Bye!